Hey everyone, this is Ruth L. Snyder from Get Clients, Build Community. And today I want to talk to you about 5 ways that I set the tone for my spaces that I have every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Feel free to come join us. We discuss how to build global communities in 2022 using Twitter Spaces. And I invite a variety of guests, and we enjoy discussing how they use Twitter and Twitter Spaces to build their communities. And we have great discussion. So I hope that you will join us. Get Clients, Build Community is on a mission. Our mission is to bring inspiration and innovation to authors, coaches, and entrepreneurs around the world. Get Clients, Build Community would like to introduce some of our services. We offer coaching packages, individual coaching or group coaching to help you get from dream to done. We also offer courses from book idea to first draft in 30 days. 5-day challenge and program. Turn Twitter into your lead generation machine using Twitter Spaces. Professional book formatting, providing you with publisher-ready files. Personalized marketing plan, a powerful plan to get clients and build community that suits your personality. We strive for excellence in everything we do, and it shows. If you're looking to write, publish, and/or profit from your books, we can help. So how do I set the tone for my spaces? Number one, I welcome people as they come and acknowledge them by name. And I especially do this at the very beginning of my space. During the middle of the space, it's not always possible to do that because sometimes we have 200 or 400 people attending. But the first people that come into the room, I make a point of welcoming them and acknowledging them by name. And then as the space continues and we have question and answer time, I definitely invite people to use the mic and I acknowledge them by name. And because it is a global community, one of the challenges that I find is knowing how to pronounce people's names properly. And I know that names are very important to all of us. So one of the things that I try to do is ask my guests to tell me if I am not pronouncing their name correctly. So yes, make sure that you welcome people and acknowledge them by name. Number two, I describe what I will be doing in my space and I repeat it every 20 to 30 minutes just to set the tone and the boundaries of my space. So I say something like, welcome to How to Build Global Communities in 2022 using Twitter Spaces. I will be interviewing, I give the name of the guest for the next 20 to 30 minutes. And then after the interview, I will be opening the space up for question and answer. So listen and make sure that you are ready to ask your question when we have Q&A time. That lets the guests know that for 20 to 30 minutes, I will not be entertaining people asking questions or interrupting the discussion, but it also lets them know that they will have an opportunity to ask the questions after the interview is over. The third thing that I do is I set expectations around how people can participate. And I mentioned a little bit of this already. Letting people know that there is a Q&A time after the interview just helps establish those expectations. And then I also let people know when it's time for the question and answer time that it's not just open season. They have to raise their hand using the emoji options. And usually what I'll do is I will pick 3 people. I'll try to keep track of who received microphone access first, second, and third, and or who's had their hand up the longest. And then I will say, okay, next we're going to hear from Earl, and then Steve, and then Brenda. And that just gives people the opportunity to prepare and know that I'm going to be calling on them. As you know, if you have participated in Twitter Spaces, people often listen while they're doing other things. So they could be walking their dog or feeding their family or cleaning their house or whatever. And so if you let them know that you're going to be calling on them, they're able to prepare and be ready to unmute their microphone and contribute to the discussion. I also try step number 4 to set the tone for my space. I try to offer people the microphone as often as possible. And that can be tricky depending on how big your space is. Because I am focusing on building global communities, I try to pay attention to where people are listening in from and make sure that we do get perspectives from around the world. And so I may skip over if I have 5 or 6 people from the United States or Canada, then I may skip over them and pick people from countries that we don't hear from on a regular basis. We do have a co-host from Saudi Arabia that helps, and I'm thankful for that. And then my other co-host is from Australia. So just in the host and 2 co-hosts, we have a global community. It's been great fun listening to other people from around the world in Africa and the United Kingdom and Asia and South America as well. So make sure that when you establish your space, you know the tone that you want to set and make it as welcoming as possible. And then the 5th way that I set the tone for my space is I try to repeat nuggets that I hear people sharing when they are involved in both in the interview time and in the Q&A time. So sometimes I will actually sit at my desk while I'm participating in the space, and I will take notes so that I have them to refer back to. And I have found that people really appreciate being able to go back in the Twitter feed and read those notes. And sometimes I will also include those nuggets in a tweet that I share in the nest, which is at the very top of the space, along with call to actions that we share. So those are 5 ways that I set the tone for my space. Let me know if you have other suggestions. So my 5 ways are: number 1, welcome people and acknowledge them by name. Number 2, describe what you will be doing in your space and repeat it every 20 to 30 minutes, because people don't usually stick around for 2 or 3 hours on spaces, but they will pop in and out. Number 3, set expectations around how people can participate. Number 4, offer people the microphone. And I mentioned that I try to make sure that people from around the world get that option. And number 5, repeat nuggets that people share so that listeners and others who read the tweets after the space is over can learn about what the space was about. And I have found it also helps to increase the number of people who listen to the recordings afterwards. Those recordings are available for 30 days. So you might as well invite people to listen and gain more information as they are able. I look forward to hearing more about your spaces. And next time we will talk more about finding co-hosts for your space. See you then. Thanks for joining me today. I hope that you found the content helpful. And if you want to think about next steps in your journey, I would like you to join me in a free coaching call. We can meet for 30 minutes and discuss what you found helpful and where you are feeling stuck. I help entrepreneurs write, publish, and profit from their books. And so if you are in any stage of that journey, whether you're just thinking about a book, or you are in the middle of writing a book, or you are publishing a book, or working on marketing your book, I would love to join you. You'll find the link below. I look forward to talking with you.